Hello again, Internet. Back again in the fishbowl this time, because man's got to work, right? Uh, Today we're going to be live streaming a live reaction of Red Storm. I was going to try to do it last night after I got off work, but the internet at my house was just really fickle. It kept going, turning on and off, and I don't know why the internet provider in my area kind of is wonky sometimes, but I can't do anything about that. Luckily, the internet here at my work is actually pretty decent, so I can do stuff like this during my shift. Disgusting habit. Um, but anyway, today I'm going to be, like I said, live reacting to Red Storm. I'm also later going to be doing Kengan Omega. This is the sequel series to Kengan Asura. So if you've seen that anime on Netflix, they actually have a sequel manga to that series called Kengan Omega. I don't know when that series is going to get its own anime adaptation. Probably like a year or so, maybe possibly the end of the year. Uh, I'm not really sure, depending how Netflix does it, because I think that's a Netflix exclusive right now. But yeah, Red Storm, chapter 342. Red Storm is about this desert prince that meets this mystic from another dimension, and this mystic comes to like this prince of this desert tribe and starts to train him in all these crazy magic ways and warrior ways, and becomes a super powerful guy. And the prince eventually becomes chieftain of his tribe and starts conquering other tribes in the desert. And yeah, starts conquering other tribes in the desert, and his dream is to unify the whole entire desert and become a war god, and also become empowered to rival other nations that aren't in the desert. The setting is kind of like medieval times, but there's a great magic structure in the series. I started Red Storm probably like a year ago, maybe probably like a year and a half ago. I really like it. It's really interesting, really well drawn. Like the first, I forget how many chapters is all in color. It's kind of more like I'm pretty sure it's a manhwa and not actually a manga, which is a Korean style comic, but it's still black and gray, right? It's black and gray right now. And sometimes there's color spreads, but other than that, it's just black and gray, which is totally fine. I prefer that for my manga and manhwa. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Page 1, Red Storm, 342, Season 16, blah, blah, blah. Page 2. This is a giant minis box scanlation. Page 3. We're in the middle of war of our young glow facing another country trying to take over a fort of a rival nation that's in the middle of a civil war. Our men are still alive. I'll take responsibility and surrender. They did not kill anyone who surrendered, including me. It's this dude that's run up to the fort, and he's talking to one of the commanders of said fort. I'm guessing he was one of the outside forces that were defending against the other armies. Now, this guy is all bloodied up. I forget his name. He's all bloodied up. He's thinking to myself, you're telling me to take responsibility? Understandable. If I were to have paid more attention to the center of things, this whole thing wouldn't have happened. Turns around to his men. I can't let these men die just for the sake of my honor. Page 4. Still in thought. He I think he nods right there because a little tiny line underneath his chin. Attention, all soldiers! Unarm yourself at once. We are surrendering. And he throws his sword down onto the ground. It sticks in the ground. He's on his armored horse. Page 5. Napira, I want you to tie me up. I'm guessing he ties himself up. He's going towards the gate. He meets our young the chieftains they call a glow. So he meets his young glow and their strategists. Page 6. True warriors respect other warriors. Though you face defeat, General, it is not you who should be taking responsibility. Glow, take my life alone. Please show mercy to those who surrendered. Page 7. Please stand. I heard you're well acquainted with the law of the desert. We, the warriors, never kill those who surrender. I'm telling you once more, you're not the one who should be taking responsibility, nor should you lose your life over it. Our young glow is very respectable. I like him a lot. He's a cool dude. He has a great sense of honor, great sense of bushido. Give food and water to the surrendered. The young glow is yelling to his men. And they start funneling into the fort. What a waste of a warrior. Indeed, it's a big shame. I want to let him live. The glow is talking to his strategist. He's just a simple gatekeeper, nothing more or less than that. Page 9. He isn't just an ordinary soldier. As a general, I expect him to fall in line properly, but it was not in his interests. So, you want to kill him? Even we know the Chancellor and his men. Don't you think the Emperor of the Silence Empire is also aware? They'll use him more and more as time passes. ... The glow is thinking. We must eliminate those who pose a threat in the future. There are no other opportunities for this. Did you not hear my words? They surrendered themselves. Warriors do not kill those who surrender. One sec. Freaking people don't know how to use a pump at a gas station. It's ridiculous. Seriously though, people just don't know how to put in their card. It's so silly. Where was I? Warriors do not kill those who surrender. Then we'll get paid for them instead. Like how this gate is our spoil of war. They're ours as well. I feel like that's a bad translation. Like for at least grammar wise. It's like one sec. Hello.
Cashier. I don't know what the problem is with the card.
Well, it was saying that it was denied, but we
I
can.
tried to use this thing and it said not supported.
Oh yeah, sometimes it's a little fickle. You want to try paying up here?
Yeah, I can. Should I just reinsert it out there, or is here better? It doesn't.
It doesn't. It doesn't really matter. I said it so you can try it again.
Okay. All right.
Sorry about that. The strategist is talking to the glow. I won't stop you. It'll be a surprise for a Shion. Yeah, Shion though. He won't believe that you took labor over their lives. Won't be a pleasant surprise. I'll make them work till they're physically unable to. I'll leave it to you. From now on, things are going to be awkward between Shaun and me. Don't worry, Glow. Page 11. Shaun prepared the army at the end of the plain to put off the pursuit from the Chancellor. The the Silence Empire's prince slash king slash emperor thing. I'm not sure what to call him. Something's wrong. The enemy forces should be here by now. Customer?
Hello.
Sure. $9.10. All right, you're all set. You're welcome. And some guys riding out to them with a flag on a horse. He's yelling something, but you can't tell what it says. It's just a bunch of dots. Page 12. When he heard about how the Chancellor withdrew from the gate. Nani? What? Shaun faced devastating disappointment. He planned on attacking the gate once again. They saw it coming. How? After annihilating the Chancellor's main force. But it's no use crying over what already happened already. All its soldiers, advance! He wanted to get something out of it. Page 13. His army is going towards the fort. He stops in front of the fort, and he notices a lot of the enemy forces being hung over the walls dead. Someone lifts up the gates lift up of the fortress. Someone's walking out. He stares daggers at them. ... Just waiting. Oh, it's the strategist from the desert. Page 15. Luna, a warrior of Paria. Oh, the wise ruler of the great Silence Empire. He who has great compassion for his people. Enough! I just want to hear the situation report. And the strategist looks down at the ground in like some weird type of like disappointment, shock. And looks up the glow of Paria under the request of an allied empire, annihilated the leaders of the enemy and took more than 5,000 prisoners. It doesn't look like the other emperor that he's allied with is happy about that. Your Majesty, we've successfully captured Duke Lawrence along with the foolish Emperor Charillo. Charillo? Yeah, Charillo. I give my utmost thanks to Pyra's support. Pass it down to the glow. Then all there's to do is to enter the castle. Though there's no problem for your Majesty to enter, your forces must stay behind. That is absurd. How dare you think? How dare you? Who do you think he is? The Emperor's lieutenants are screaming that. And the Emperor is like, stop. He lifts up his hand. Tell him to back the fuck off. Page 18. Is there a reason why my men cannot enter the castle? It will be considered interference in domestic affairs. It is quite unnecessary to bring in an entire army. I sincerely hope for your understanding. I'm reading way too fast. Interference in domestic affairs. Henkel is the land of the empire, and I am the owner of the empire. Page 19. Your Majesty, Henkel is not a land of the empire. It is the land of Pyria. Ooh. The Glow takes fucking command of it. It says, fuck off. The Emperor is shocked at this statement. Ridiculous. Please don't think that Pyria is asking for too much. There's a degree to how much you ask for. How dare one rob the castle of the Empire in broad daylight? Rob, you say? Do you not understand how much blood we shed to stop the advance of the rebels? Emperor stopped their advances. Also, Sir Veredo, better watch what you say. Page 21. In order to help our allied empire, the amount of blood we shed to stop the advances of the rebels is enough to soak the whole desert. Well, we just did what I had to as an ally of your Majesty. Henkel and the prisoners are spoils of war. The Emperor's thinking about it. What do you mean? Are you saying you're not handing over the rebels? Our Glow understood the importance of our alliance and intended to have a negotiation to hand over the rebels. Page 22. But if the Empire comes forward with such ridiculous claims, do you not think things must change? The fact that both sides had to deal with post-war cleanup built up the tension around to the Empire. What Pyria did was an act of betrayal. The Civil War was at its last stages. Just how much blood much they shed to come to this point. Pyria, man, I'm still not sure how you pronounce it. It's Pareia. Pyria. Let's just stick with that. Pyria was never going to back down either. Even if we don't get to cross the continent, we must grab Henkel. If the gate is the start of the new era. Oh, no, the gate is the start of a new era for the desert tribe. To achieve this, countless soldiers got wounded. Page 24. It's just like flashback images of like all the desert tribe warriors getting slaughtered and fighting against the rebel forces, and they fought and died and continued on. If they were to back off from it, then their sacrifices would be in vain. That's pretty true. Like, the desert tribe took one for the fucking team right there. It's like they held off the main bulk of the rebel forces so that the Emperor of the Silence Empire could like take the Henkel fortress. But the Emperor wasn't able to do that because the Henkel fortress is really strong and blah blah blah. Not much they could do. It was the desert tribe that eventually took over the fortress. If they were to back off from it, then their sacrifices would be in vain. From the start, their request was to attack the rebel forces. Then we fought and won over Henkel ourselves, and it was thanks to us splitting Chancellor's forces, pulling their main forces away from here. Not only has the army of Pyria faced the enemy's cavalry, but we even pulled the heavy infantry units away. and all the enemy lieutenants are like gritting their teeth in disgust and like anger, and like the words that the Desert Tribe strategists are saying are true. They took the full brunt of the enemy forces, and the Emperor still couldn't take over the fortress. But the Desert Tribe did. Aren't we on the same terms as before then? While the Empire bought time to secure a safer victory, we fought our way through death and succeeded in conquering the castle. Page 26. Bravo. Very interesting. You make it sound as if you were too afraid to siege the castle. What do you think of this warrior, Haisha? Haisha is like the young Glow's right-hand man. Like, I think he's, if I remember right, he's like a relative of him. Like his like cousin or something. I'm not sure. Don't you think it would have been nice if they were to have told us that they were going to siege the castle with their lives? Haisha is thinking. This one only suggested a method. Do you not think that the side who obtained the victory is in the right? Page 27. But this is not war here. The victor takes everything. Looks like I got a package for the fishbowl here, so I'll have to do that. Doing well, man. Doyle? And got new lottery tickets. Hey, all the scratch off so you can spend all your money and try to win something. Hey. Back to where it was. Red Storm. Rather than prioritizing the negotiation, this is turning into the strong takes all. Rightfully so, honestly. Like, the Desert Tribe really did put in all the fucking work. Like, and to have a stronghold on this specific area would be huge for the coming wars that are going to come to the Desert Tribe. If they have a fortress right there, they have a great stronghold that they can fall back to, a place where they can resupply. That will be super hard to take from them. Yeah. Then enemy lieutenant, or the Silence Empire's lieutenant, then I ask you, what will Pyria do if we say that we cannot give up a handful? Ooh. Haisha and the strategist dude are pissed. Page 28. Ooh, that's the end of the chapter. Man. I wonder what they're going to say. Because I know they don't want to go to war with the Silence Empire, especially since like they're really great allies right now. And it would be a lot better if they stayed allies. God. Silly people. I'm guessing this person's going to try to pull up to another. Well, no, they didn't. They just gave up. They gave up getting gas. Whatever. Yeah, and that's the that's the end of the chapter, I think. Oh, 343. Oh, snap. There's more? Oh, man. I didn't know there was more. How many more are there? Let's see. Okay, so it's just 343. Guilty Spark. This is the next chapter. I think I'm going to end this video for now. yeah, I'm gonna end this video for now. I'm gonna make a new live stream in about, like, give or take 20, maybe 30 minutes from now for the next chapter of Red Storm. Hopefully it's we get a conclusion on how the Desert Tribe is going to take Henkel, or if they are going to take Henkel, and what the Silence Empire is going to do to either stop them or to just give in. So that's it for now. Thank you for joining me on this live reaction. I'll see you in a little bit for the next chapter of Red Storm, and after that, King and Omega. Peace out, guys. It has been Vosshock, aka Slowbro, aka Mikaru, aka Carnificum, aka Nebulore, aka Desert Denizen, aka the Goldfish in the Fishbowl. Peace out, y'all. Have a great goddamn day.